Hi, my name is Cassidy Halick, and my topic today will be animal cruelty. 5 years ago, I lost my first pet. There is no more crushing or devastating feeling than seeing the life of an animal drift away that you have cared for as long as you can remember. Even though my pet had a fair chance at life, many others do not see the same liberties. Annually, thousands of dogs died in the blood sport of dogfighting. Due to torture and mistreatment, in 2018, 65 elephants died, victims of society's need to watch wild animals perform. In the same year, the unhealthy care delivered to racehorses caused the death of 493 thoroughbreds, a problem that has brought attention to the misery they suffer at the hands of their trainers. The animal rights movement has accelerated in recent years due to the public's awareness of the abused animals. In recent years, the brutality perpetrated against these animals has galvanized animal lovers to advocate for humane treatment. For a long time, Americans have tolerated excessive cruelty to these animals in these three categories, such that more and more people view their mistreatment as a major problem. The first case of animal abuse that has ever been reported dates back to 1863. We can infer that there were many instances before that, but no one actually recorded an incident until Henry Burr, an American diplomat, stopped a carriage driver from beating his fallen horse. Soon after, Burr returned to his home in New York and decided to begin devoting his energy to preventing animal cruelty. According to the Unitarian Universalist Association, Henry Burr used his anger towards helping abused animals. In 1866, he started the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, or also known as the ASPCA. America was a very dangerous place for animals in the 1800s. According to the ASPCA, workhorses were forced to haul overloaded carts, and dog catchers were known to kidnap dogs and hold them for ransom. This animal protection service prompted the New York legislature to pass the country's first effective anti-cruelty law. However, even though the world has become a little more safer for animals, the neglect of these innocent creatures would never cease. The idea of dogfighting astonishes many people who consider dogs to be family members and devoted friends, such that the concept of making them fight for sport has a disgusting connotation. According to PETA, dogfighting is a blood sport in which two dogs are pitted against each other in a fighting pit. Often, the dogs tear each other apart, fighting until they die. The number of dogs killed is difficult to accurately state because many owners often dispose of the dogs by burying them on their own property. Greed stands out as a primary factor motivating those who use their animals for financial gain. According to the ASPCA, major dogfight raids have resulted in seizures of more than $500,000. With such high stakes, the individuals involved care not about humane treatment, but about making money. Why anyone finds such cruelty enjoyable is difficult to determine. The ASPCA has been very active in the campaign designed to end dogfighting for good. Animal cruelty does not entail only privately hosted illegal events. Some of the worst instances of cruelty exist on a publicized platform many people love, the circus. The purpose of the circus is to bring family members together, but behind the bright lights is a place where animals are beaten for not performing their tricks. In order to get these animals to perform, trainers use electric prods, bullhooks, and other painful tools. According to Elephant Voices organization, bullhooks are metal sticks or hooks that are extremely painful to the skin of elephants. In the bar graph, you can clearly see how the rate of injuries and deaths for circus animals are. In 1990, the rate of animal deaths was way higher than the rate of injuries of employers. Besides the use of torture as training methods, animals travel to different parts of the country for days on end. According to the Born Free US, during travel, animals are usually chained, forced to stand in their own feces for days in extreme temperatures. The USDA has ignored the abuse of circus animals on multiple occasions and ended the investigation of this case early. Circuses on the surface may seem like harmless family nights out, but the next time you book tickets to keep in mind the torture behind the curtain. In the elegant world of horse racing, wealthy spectators get together to watch beautiful horses race against one another. Even though horses are very strong animals, they get injured very easily. So why do people ride them at dangerously high speeds? Some horses are injured so badly that they cannot be healed. According to PETA, around 24 horses die every week on U.S. racetracks. Most of these deaths are the result of limb injuries, which are followed by respiratory and digestive problems. The equine medical director for the California Horse Racing Board, Rick Arthur, states that these deaths are because horse racing has become more competitive. Trainers have been accused of drugging horses with performance-enhancing substances or painkillers. These drugs help horses run faster and fight through pain. When thoroughbreds from the United States are no longer used, they are sent to slaughter. Kentucky Derby winner Ferdinand was slaughtered in 2002 when he can no longer be used for breeding. He was 19. Even though the sport of horse racing may seem fun and exciting, the tragic truth is nothing but lies and abuse. With all this information in mind, how can anyone sit on the sidelines and allow such inhumane treatment of animals to persist? Due to the growth of the animal populations, many Americans have decided to speak out about how to treat them ethically. This movement has had a positive impact on the treatment of vulnerable animals, though the problem remained unsolved. With all of America's resources, the potential to establish reasonable guidelines for the treatment of animals exists. I chose this topic because animal cruelty is something I feel very passionate about. I've always been attracted to animals of every kind and wanted to learn all about them. However, when I found out the abuse many animals suffer through each year, it absolutely crushed me. I couldn't process how an individual would feel the need to put these animals in such harsh conditions. I want to be able to take a stand on this problem in America and provide anyone and everyone with the information on how to end these violent crimes. Something interesting yet saddening about my topic that I did not know before is that about every 60 seconds an animal dies from cruelty. This fact makes me angry towards the people who think it's acceptable to treat these animals so inhumane. I also learned that about 65% of abused animals are dogs. This makes me feel empowered to take a stand against this horrible abuse and to speak up for what I believe in. I grew through this process in many different ways. I gained many skills when it comes to creating a speech, such as being more confident in myself when it comes to presenting in front of others. I also learned the difference between writing and speech in an essay, and how it effectively grabs an audience's attention. These newfound skills will advance my writing development and prepare me for the next time I write a speech. Thank you.